help myself. How does it feel to know that I love you, baby? I love getting off work, guys. Anyway, I got a question about procrastination, right? Someone was like, Megan, do a video on motivation. As you know, I haven't made a lot of wisdom videos lately because I've been really busy and the demand is not fucking high, guys. I make wisdom videos on the wisdom channel. I come back, bitch, got like only 10% of the subscribers watch this shit. So I'm not gonna waste my time. You guys know I'm not getting anything out of this, guys. Like, go look at my fucking statistics thing. I'm not getting no money from this. I'm getting like how much a day? Like probably like 5. I make way more than that working, you know. So a lot of people that think that why are you still making these videos? I like helping people. My videos are not gonna help people. I'm not gonna make them. It's that simple, right? This is just the shit that I preach or talk about. It's not anything that I fucking read in a book or whatever. All that wisdom shit. It's the shit that I learned from experience and from pain, right? That's why every time I give you guys advice, I give you guys stories to connect them, because I went through the shit. I suffered. Somebody asked me one day. He goes, Megan, when did you change your life around? When did you start deciding to go from lazy to motivated and all that stuff? And I told him one simple word: pain. Pain made me learn. Pain made me, say, you know what? I'm done being a loser. I'm done, failing in so many things in life. I'm done just living as if, not doing anything productive, guys. I mean, it's fun for a while. After a while, you're like, fuck, man, I'm not doing anything with my life. You feel like shit. So that's when, I decided to turn my life around, Not because I wanted money, not because I wanted any of that stuff, guys. I'm a nerd, right? I could be happy without money. As long as I got ramen noodles, Asian food, and some video games, right? I'm good to go. In fact, that's what I was doing. I was working enough just to pay the minimum, right? And I was just wasting my life. So, people look at me funny when I make videos and shit. They have no idea I'm talking to a camera. But anyway, so to get to the point, so my ADD fucks with me so much, guys. So yeah, how did I break the back of procrastination, right? How did I destroy that shit? For those of you who know me, I've been struggling with procrastination for a very long time. In fact, since I was 11 years old, I'm 25 now. 14 years of fighting procrastination. I could not win. And the only reason why procrastination was so hard for me to beat was because when I would procrastinate and do shit at the last minute, I perform better under pressure. That's just how I am genetically, right? I just perform really good under pressure. I would get an A. So when I would get just peeking through the fucking thing, looking at me and shit. So when I would get an A after procrastinating, doing everything on at the last minute, I would do it again. I would keep doing it over and over again, right? And I'd be like, hey, it's working. Why stop it? I'll wait till the last minute, write my paper. Sometimes I'll wait till the day of the test and study and get like an A or B. So I was like, man, this shit works. I perform under pressure. So I kept doing it, not knowing that I was building a habit that's not destructive when you're young, but as you get older, it fucks you in the ass, right? When you get older and you have bills and all this shit and kids, you can't procrastinate on things, So I had to try to break the back of procrastination. I just couldn't, guys. I could not get out of that habit. And this is what I finally did. I learned 3 principles I'm going to show you guys. 3 easy principles, 3 easy steps that all work together. And that's the only way you could get rid of procrastination if you in my situation, right? Meaning you're a lazy guy, you confident in yourself. People that procrastinate are people that are confident. Think about it. People that know that, yo, if push comes to shove, I'm gonna get it done, right? So that's why we have the balls to wait till the last minute, because we know we could do it, right? So a lot of times our gifts, our genius, our intelligence works against us because it makes us procrastinate. So how do you break the back process? Step number one. Once I discovered this, my life changed. I discovered this like a few months ago, to be honest, guys. A few months ago, because I was still procrastinating up to that point. Number 1, divide and conquer, right? I learned all my things, all my wisdom, most of it also from looking at generals in war, people that, great commanders. You guys know warfare is one of my obsessions. I love war, strategy, things like that, competition. And one thing I learned is that dividing and conquering, right? That's that Napoleon shit, that Julius Caesar strategy shit. You want to divide your enemy's forces before you conquer them, right? You're fighting a big army, attack it at its flanks, attack it in small chunks. Don't fight the whole thing at once. Same thing when you're trying to do something, you're procrastinating, right? You want to divide and conquer. You want to chop it up into tiny pieces, then attack it, right? Number 2 is you want to fucking estimate how long the battle's gonna cost you, right? You don't just go to war and start fighting armies. You want to estimate, how much money am I gonna spend on my food? How much money am I gonna spend on my soldiers? How much time? Logistics, right? How do you apply that to homework and task or whatever, or losing weight? simple. Estimate how long it will take you to reach your goal. If you're trying to gain 10 pounds of muscle, estimate how long it's going to take you. You're trying to lose 10 pounds of fat, estimate how long it's going to take you. You're trying to do homework or read a book, estimate how long it's going to take you. That plays a big part. The moment you know how long it will take you, you completed half of the task, because now you know how to budget your time. And number 3, what was it? It was divide and conquer. It was estimate, and number 3 was set a deadline. You want to set a deadline by when you want your goal to be met. You don't, once again, learning from war. You don't just go to war and say, I'm going to go to war against fucking the kingdom of Persia and say whatever happens, happens. No, you got to know in the back of your mind, yo, when is the deadline? By when must this war be over? Because, you know, in warfare, you know that the longer a war goes on, the more resources you spend and the more, you know, the harder it gets, right? So you want to know the deadline. Not only you want to know the deadline because of that, but also because having a deadline gives you a sense of urgency, right? People that procrastinate, why do you think the night before the test you go into Albert Einstein mode? Because the deadline is close, so now you got that fire on your ass. Makes you move a lot faster. So use that. Use a deadline to you know, a realistic deadline to push you. If you just say I want to lose 10 pounds, but you never say when you want to get it done by, you will never get it done. And next thing you know, you look back and realize 2 years went by, motherfucker. You gotta have a deadline. I made a video about the power of deadlines. It's like everything. But anyway, so how to use those 3 principles all together? Very simple. Number 1, if you want to use it in order, number 1, start off with the estimation thing, right? I call it cost estimation. If you're reading a book, estimate how long it's gonna take you to read the book. Is it 200 pages? All right. How fast do you read? 2 minutes per page. 200 times 2, that's 400 minutes. Divide that by 60, that gives you a bunch of hours. It lets you know how long it's gonna take you to read the book or watch the movie or the documentary or lose weight, whatever it is your task is, right? This thing works for everything. Estimate how long it's gonna take you. Once you know how long it's gonna take you, number 2, set the deadline. That's the second most important thing. Set the deadline. Let's say you try to finish the book in 30 days, right? So you know 30 days you gotta get it done. And step 3, you divide and conquer. You divide the cost, how long it's gonna take you, by the amount of time you have left until the deadline, and that tells you how much you have to do each day. So a 200 book in 20 days, a 200 book that would take you, let's say, 200 minutes to finish in 20 days. That's only 10 minutes a day. You get it? You get what I mean? It's just a little bit of math there, but divide and conquer, and that will, I guarantee you, knowing that you only got to read like 10 minutes a day is a lot better than trying to wait till the last minute and reading 200, you know, minutes worth of time. All right. So I hope this helps, guys. It has changed my life eternally. If you want more help, message me and I'll tell you, you know, I'll walk you through it. But it's pretty simple. Cost estimation, deadline, and divide and conquer. I'm out of here. Look at this. Look at this. Fucking beautiful. Yeah. Now, I'm not saying no homo. That shit is gorgeous. Look at that. Look at the delts.
Been working on.
Show them the triceps. Show them the triceps. Show them the triceps.
Not too bad.
And yes, guys, everyone's asking me, is you on the juice? All natty, guys. All natty. Just eat. People don't want to fucking eat.
All you gotta do, eat, train, and sleep. It's 3 simple ingredients.